In this video, we will look at another 3D trig example. And what I like to do to start is to try and find all the missing angles. And so let's just read the question before we dive in. A corner of a rectangular block of wood is cut off and shown in the diagram below. The inclined plane, that is triangle ACD, is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so these two lines are equal. That's x plus 3. Immediately I'm going to fill in x plus 3. If it's isosceles and this is theta and theta, the top angle here must be 180 minus 2 theta. So all these things I'm already filling in before I start. And they give us these two angles of theta. Also, ACB is half theta. And so I'm going to also fill in, if this is half theta and a 90, then this must be 90 minus half theta. And then they've shown us that there's a couple of 90-degree planes all happening here. And so before you begin, try and fill in everything you can so that it makes it so much easier. Step 1, fill in the angles, and CAD, we've already just worked that out. Step 2, typically you want to try and work out the common line, which this one, AC, would be, for me, the best common line linking to this triangle. It could also be CD, that's linking all this information at the top down to the bottom horizontal plane. And then step 3, if a triangle is 90 degrees, like we can see a few here, then using SOH CAH TOA is best. But if it's not 90 degrees, like this front plane, this inclined plane, then it's best to use sine rule or cos rule at your discretion with the information that you've been given. And so 7.2, to work out cos theta is x over x plus 3. In some ways you could say I don't have a cooking clue where to begin. And so let's just begin with where we've got our x's and we've got our thetas. And so if I was doing it, I would maybe put sine 180 minus 2 theta over his opposite side, which is 2x. And that would be equal to sine, let's say here, theta over x plus 3. Sine 180 minus is in the second quadrant, so this just becomes sine 2 theta. And let me bring everything across at the same time, because I can see I want my thetas on one side and my x's. It's good to save time in exam. So the sine theta that's at the top, I call it escalators. It moves down to the bottom. The 2x that's at the bottom at the moment can move up to the top. And so it's starting to take on a bit of flavor, similar to what I've got here. My brain is buzzing when I see 2 theta because that's a double angle. Sine is easy because there's only one option. So it's just 2 sine cos over sine theta equals 2x over x plus 3. This is great because these cancel and I can divide both sides by 2 to get rid of this 2 and this 2, which leaves me with just cos theta equals x over x plus 3, which is what I wanted, which is great. In the next question, they say x equals 2, calculate the length of AB. So if x equals 2, this side would be 2 plus 3 is 5. If x equals 2, this side would be 4. If x equals 2, I can come back to what I've just proved, and cos theta would be 2 over 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 over 5. And so what's buzzing through my mind at this stage is that if I wanted theta, which I think I will want, because I'm going to try get into this triangle to get AB, I'm going to shift cos 2 over 5, and that gives me my theta value of 66.42. This is just a subtle little extra trick. When you get busy pictures, you might consider this a busy picture, you might not. And why it's helpful is this angle at the bottom here is half of that, so 33.21. And so now it just looks so much easier on the eye. If I'm trying to work out AB, I can see it's a 90-degree triangle, and so I can just literally go back and do sine when I looked from 33.21 is equal to my opposite over hypotenuse. I'm wanting AB, so I just times 5 to the top here, and when I punch that in my calculator, it just spits out my answer just like that of 2.74 units. I hope that you found that helpful, just looking at tricks like the double angle, like moving things across to make it easier, like filling in information immediately, and also the subtle little trick of just drawing a picture if things get a bit busy to make it easier to see where you're going. If you did find this helpful, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share this with your friends. Thanks.